with you. First matchup of the season between these two clubs. They are led by Damian. Book just across the top of the key, and how it differs from so many others outside of maybe Steph Curry. And he said it's just a pickup point, which is there's hot and then there's ultra hot. Book going to work on it.
Those guys that can help out and get back to you and bother your shot, and Frank has to know that.
Lillard on the drive gets it. Stats would back it up that he pretty much can. As Book going to work inside on Trent Jr. and just translated into wins, but one of those with a 43-point scoring night is Cantor.
Wins out.
Book spreads him out, finds DA off the elbow, swinging around, sets up the good look for Bridges, high arching three.
He had to reestablish himself in bounds before he touched the ball.
Lillard trying to create some space. Booker closes him off. Doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know if anybody can really close him off, and that says the same for that guy that's guarding him as well.
Ball on the drive, and
every day in practice going against Dame Lillard, I mean, enhances your game. And he was patient as well to get his opportunities. He does that a lot. He does that a lot too. You got to block him out.
Trent Jr. sets and fires and able to knock it down. Which is the Warden puts him on lockdown. Runs the floor, gets the payoff pass.
Going to get that ability to get the pass.
Coming off a season high 19. Here is Melo. And that is a guy. Bridges looked like he had hand on it momentarily, but the Suns eventually able to pluck it away from Lillard. Rising up, firing a three. Book goes.
But I like him getting in his rhythm early because it can be devastating.
13 already, but two quick hoops. 5 of 7 shooting from deep. The Suns scramble the double team now at Lillard. Sets up the three-point look for.
Well, maybe not.
Lillard working that left hand, able to get inside.
That's too easy. And he stops across half court.
Book sizing up the defender, gets right to the rack and hammers it down.
Lottery numbers, man.
Here's Rodney Hood. Backdoor cut by Lillard, who was able to slip behind. Tom, boy, that's the last thing that Terry Stotts wants to see with C.J. McCollum and Big Nurt still sidelined. But Portland playing so well in the absence of C.J. McCollum as he certainly missed his services last year in the playoffs and shows you that stroke. Suns one of the last 7. Hood able to pick the pocket as CP3 hammers it down in the run in a loss Saturday night to Washington. Crowder rising up and connecting. Lobs it up top. DA finishes the job. Here is Simons, and this is a guy that is almost exclusively.
He clapped his hand just to let the official scorer know it was me.
Put that one in the books for Ennis.
He's been shooting the three ball well, and that's why he's in there.
Here is Gary Trent Jr. has time to set his feet, and that's what he.
44% from three, and you give him that open shot, it's over.
Cam turns the corner, runs it up off the glass on him. Paul, deep pass inside to DA on the turn and the roll.
They said, okay, all right. We know it's getting ready to happen.
We know where to go. Paul can't get him, a DA with a Suns forcing the 10th turnover of the game as Bridges inside has it blocked. Boy, the Suns have missed reporting.
And nobody should fear you out there.
Cantor able to sneak in behind the Suns. The Portland team that after they scored 43 points in the opening quarter Saturday night in the loss to.
They're worried about Dame Lillard shooting the ball from 30 feet. And I'm like, you can't extend your defense. Two layups right now because the Suns have extended their defense out afraid of that three.
Well, and this isn't Dame Lillard. So he is really seeing the floor well as Booker on the drive inside.
To a big man that he can take advantage.
Suns by 6. DA closing out, sets up the double. Lob over the top again. Exact same play
to the top of the defense.
When you're lobbing it to Derrick Jones Jr., you can throw it up to the top of the 24. Book draws a double team. Fires around, finds Dario from the corner. He finds the bottom off of the season high 19 in Memphis. Lillard with a step back kick. Gets it back. Rising off the baseline. Yes!
And that's a layer where he doesn't have to worry about anybody blocking his shot.
Lillard did not score, had 7 assists, so you would expect that to change in this second half as Kaminsky sets up in the corner. Suns just 4 turnovers for the game, and Lillard again just was right inside.
Almost like he knew the Suns would be worried about him. And now, I knew this would be a high-scoring game. But the Suns in a high-scoring game playing very good defense.
Fly. You can see Canada, the job he does on the offensive glass. Covington, long 3. Paul off the Ayton screen, floats on the baseline. First bucket of the night. It's 2 of 9 from deep so far tonight. Bridges from the corner. Yes! Over to Bridges. Shot clock at 2. Lillard from the corner. D.A. D.A. with it again. Gathers off the glass. Team Phoenix points. Campaign on the driving dish. Book gets it in traffic. Tough spin. No. But D.A. with a follow. Bridges, long arms extended. Lillard inside.
Yeah. Phil Bridges just not allowing him to get that shot off.
Book with the young Simons on him. Spins him to the baseline. The one, at least for me, that reminds me of just how much tape he studied of Kobe Bryant. Crossing him up. Off the glass. No. Dario with the rebound. Outside of tonight, Gary Trent Jr. and others have played extremely well in support of Damian Lillard, as Booker just doesn't know that. Book working on Lillard. Step back 3 on the way. Cash. They fire across. Corner 3 from Cam. And knocks it down. Quite cooperating.
Yeah, but you don't want to fall into the trap. Suns have been moving the ball well. Excellent ball movement. Dario just didn't get it down, but that was excellent ball movement.
Kicking it out to Cam. Who
turning your ankle. He knocked it in.
Gail Bridges breaking out a little dance on the far side.
Season as a Phoenix Sun all around, and Chris Paul is the reason why this team is elevated to another level. So
he might go 1 for 9, maybe one more game this season. Langston with a pull-up off of the route of Memphis. Your starters were not taxed in that game. Book playing a season-low 26 minutes is Sir Langston Muzzard. Good looking stroke there from Nassar. Last year is inside spin move by Etuan. It'll be our first opportunity to see a guy most figured to be the Rookie of the Year. And boy, what a job is Javon Carter. This is a Portland team that came in number 3 in the league in scoring at nearly 116 per game, EJ. As Little continues his Galloway wide open. That one spins out on it. Hey, well, we've got a moment. One back in the house tonight. Bob Colwyn, Trent Hines, Jay Cox, Judd Mazur, Kerry Burke, Eddie Dean, the replay machine, Greg Miller,